Hey, welcome back to Breadcrumbs for Life. It is self-care day. We're going to talk a little bit about that sneaky feeling that we sometimes get. It sneaks up on us at times. I know I've had that feeling this week, and that's when we get a little anxious, and we're not sure why. We're going to talk about that sneaky feeling that shows up out of nowhere. You feel uneasy or hot or restless or maybe even a little scattered. And when you try to figure out what triggered it, nothing really makes sense. It just happened to me this past week. There was no crisis, no real reason I could point to, but suddenly I felt anxious and unsettled and not myself. And I really had no reason. Had nothing to worry about, nothing going on. And it would have been easy for me to fall into an old pattern of trying to fix things with food or distractions or just, trying to find a quick way out of it. In fact, I had taken medicine a while back when I was having a lot of anxiety and even thought about, getting those pills back out. But I decided not to. I decided to reach out to some people that I know that are trusted friends and talk with them. And in fact, I talked to a couple of different people that afternoon, asked for prayer, admitted how I felt, and then the anxiety didn't go away instantly, but something powerful did happen. I didn't feel alone anymore. In fact, God put in front of me some new friends that were online at the time, and we were actually talking. The lady that was running the meeting was talking about our feelings and our emotions, which that had to be a God thing. And we talked about how we were feeling and what we were going through, and I mentioned my anxiety and that I didn't even know why I was feeling that way. And those people were so kind and caring and sharing with each other that I just knew God had put those people in my life at that time. And I was so grateful. So in the end, I didn't feel like I was alone. That the anxiety eventually slipped away. And sometimes when we need some healing, we need to look at the community, the people around us, people we can talk to that are willing to listen to us. Sometimes growth looks like choosing a new response when we know the old ones are still within reach, but we know we don't need to go there. We need to find a new and better way. So if you ever get that sneaky wave of anxiety, just know this. You don't have to explain it. You don't have to solve it alone. You just have to acknowledge it and take one small, healthy step forward. Because taking care of yourself is about acknowledging your feelings and your emotions. And think about what you can do to get through those things. Again, sometimes they pass quickly, sometimes they don't. So here's some things to think about. What's your first instinct when your anxiety shows up? When you have an anxious moment or you're nervous or worried, what's your first instinct to do? And what's one better choice you can do to make that change the next time it does come up? What's something that you haven't thought about, maybe reaching out to somebody or reading a book or something that will help you to get your mind off of whatever you're anxious about? And then who can you reach out to instead of reaching back for an old habit? Do you have somebody you can talk to, a friend, maybe some people online you can chat with? Think about who you could reach out to, because that sneaky feeling may catch you off guard, but it doesn't have to take over. We can capture our thoughts, we can capture our emotions, and know that we don't have to go down the wrong road. So thanks for listening, and remember, I'm walking through this with you. I understand that, we have these emotions. Sometimes we don't want to handle them alone. We want to reach out to other people. So just know that I am praying for you if you are having anxious moments. And I hope that you have a great day, and we'll talk again tomorrow.